Hey everyone! I'm back in Denmark. We've started our playoffs for the Liga, and we played against a team on Thursday from Odense, and we played them just before Christmas, and we ended up losing 4-2 to them. So it was close. I lost my mixed in that one, which I was hoping to win. I didn't play so great, so it's okay. This time we went in with a different lineup, and I played the doubles with Christina. And so we started off the whole team match with Suna went out and played the second men's singles, and he won that, which he'd won before, which was good. And then in the mixed, Henrik and Johanna had a good fight in their first game, and so we thought maybe they might squeak out to 3, but it didn't go their way at the end. And then I went on in the women's doubles with Christina, and we had a ridiculous battle. It was a long game. We played 3 games, and we lost the first, I think it was 22-20 or something, pretty close. And I found it hard to play in the hall, because every time I hit my drop, it just felt so heavy and it went straight in the net. So I only tried a couple drops at the beginning of the game, and they didn't work. So I just decided, because this was a really important match, we needed to win this one, and I just got pretty stressed out. My serve was not working. And so all I did was I just said, all I can do today is smash. And so all I did was smash. And I somehow made it through. But so then we won the second game. And then we go into the third game. And Christina and I are like, okay, let's fight. Like, we were fighting. I wasn't playing well, but I was fighting. I was fighting really hard. And I was lots of fist pumping and yelling. But what happened was we were down in the third game, 13-18, and then we got the serve back, and it was 14-18, and somehow we squeaked it to 19-18, and then it was 19-all, and then we were 20-19, and I went up to serve, and I served it into the net. I served into the net at 19-20 in the third game. It was So after that, in my head, I was like, you can't lose now. That was your chance. So I was refusing to lose. So then they had 20-all, and then they got 21-20, so they had match point, and then we fought it out, and I remember like the bird flying out this way, and all I see Suna's on the side, and I see him just jumping excited, and I was like, oh, it was out. So then it was 21-all, and we go up, and the bird at this point is so fast. It's the feathers are on it, but it's like collapsed, so it's really weak, and so Christina's coming to me, the bird's really fast, the bird's really fast, and I'm like, all I'm gonna do is smash, all I'm gonna do is smash. So after that, we had the next rally, and just smash, 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 and they hit it out. So then we go in, and it's 22-21, and again, she's like, it's really fast, and I'm like, all I'm gonna do is smash. So at the end, and I'm just at the back of the court, I'm just smashing, 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 and finally they just wailed one out the back, and I was like, yeah. So we ended up winning 23-21 after being down like that in the third game. That was a miracle. We unfortunately, I didn't play very well throughout the match, but we did fight it out, so it was good. At least we won in the end. And so that left, so now we're 2-all, because Jeppe had lost his singles to Victor Akkelsen, which was kind of expected because Victor is playing really well right now. And then, so they had the men's doubles on, Ashley and Kim, and they'd previously won the last time we played this team. They won that match. And so they'd won the first game by the time I finished my match. They had already finished the first game like 21-13. And then it was the second game. They were down like 15-18 or something. And they came back, and at 20-all, Kim served into the net too. So I was like, oh, he pulled what I did. And so then, but they ended up fighting back, and I think it was 25-23 that they won in the third. So now we were up 3-2, and then, but they had their women's singles, Pecina Kleva from Bulgaria. She's a really, really good singles player, and she was playing one of our younger girls. So it wasn't the closest match, but we ended up losing that match. So then we went to the golden set, and now we were playing away in Odense, right? So the crowd was all against us. There wasn't anyone there for us. There was a pretty big crowd there. And what happened was we decided, like, it ended up the one event to play was women's singles. And Christina hasn't beaten Petja yet So I was like, oh, but I could feel like Christina was, you could see her. She was like mentally ready. And we went out there, and you only play, for the golden set, you only play one game to 21, right? So I don't think Petya expected to be playing the singles, and Christina was so on, and she went out there, and she was hitting awesome shots. She was just like cross court, like slice all the way, like land on the line. It was so good, and the whole hall was quiet because Christina was up 11-2, and we're all sitting on the side. Henrik and I are like, oh, really excited, cheering for her, and then the rest of the hall was quiet because I think they were surprised that like we came out and we're already in the gold set now. So Christina ended up winning that. So we won our first playoff game, which was great, and so we have to play Odense one more time. But this was a good time to beat them because they're leading in, coming into our division, coming into the playoffs in the first place of the bottom section of the playoff, if that makes sense. What happens is you have, they take the Badminton League, the league I'm in, and they split it into two pools. And in the top pool, we're not in the top pool, those are all the top teams, and they fight off for their first, second, third, fourth, or whatever. And we are in the bottom pool, and then they bring up teams from the league below us up, and we play them, and then we fight off to try and not go down. So Odense was the top of our pool, so it was a good one for us to win. So in the end, it turned out to be a great team match, and our team, I think we all felt great after that win, and it was really nice, I think, to have something so exciting right at the beginning of the playoffs. So it's a good way to lead into these playoffs, and I think we're all feeling good and ready to go. We have our next team match in 2 weeks, and it'll be against Aarhus, and we will all be ready. So stay tuned, and I'll let you guys know how playoffs go. Okay, bye.